Good morning. We're here at Mount Motorworks this morning in Mount Maunganui, New Zealand, and I'm going to be getting them to put some M3 control arms on my car. So a little bit of unknown, bit of playing around, hopefully not too much. And all the reports are that this mod or upgrade, not really a mod, really improves mid-corner steering, just overall front end stability. So yeah, watch this video if you're interested. Follow the journey. This is a painting that I did a couple of years ago, hanging in the entryway of Mount Motorworks. BMW 507, which was based on a car that Elvis drove while he was in Germany. So Alex is one of the fine mechanics that does work for Mount Motorworks.
So, just trying to figure out. Okay, so if you look at the total toe-in
Yep.
on the sports suspension and the standard version,
Yep.
that's 14.
Right.
And then if you look at the Alpina and the M3, they're 10.
Right.
And then if we look at camber,
Yeah. That 1.5.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then a lot less aggressive,
Yeah.
and then a lot less aggressive again.
So it's sort of somewhere between. Alpina's
Yeah.
probably more like they're more of a cruisy but sporty kind of.
Yeah, so that's the standard, Motorsport Edition,
Yeah.
Alpina,
Yeah.
and then M3. So
yeah.
again, sort of with the camber, less aggressive,
Yeah.
more aggressive, more aggressive,
Way
more aggressive.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you talk to the wheel alignment guy, it's just going to be, you know, it's kind of like you need to tell him what to do.
Yeah.
So, because he can do, now with the extra adjustment, hopefully out of the suspension, he'll be able to get whatever you want to get.
Yeah.
So, if you want to go full M3 spec, then, you know, go for it.
Yeah. And if it's terrible or too much,
You can always
then
dial it back
dial
to
it back.
somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Maybe come back to the Alpina version.
Yeah. Or go somewhere in between now, so could go like -1 or something.
Yeah. So that's half a degree, and that's
Yeah. So that's quite a big difference, really, eh?
big difference.
Yeah.
Sure.
Quite incredible, really. It's three left and right. Yeah. Okay.
And then
Oh,
we've
that's
got the rear
interesting.
axle as well. Rear axle, but we should be able to.
Yeah. Well, the rear will be more relevant to this one, obviously. Or mind you, the front has to be relevant to the back as well, doesn't it? I guess so. In the sense that you don't want to be doing anything in the front that's too different to what's going on in the back. So yeah, Geoff was just saying that, in case you didn't pick that up, we've got the spec sheets here for the alignment. Mine, the way it is now, Alpina and M3. So M3 is obviously going to be quite aggressive, and the back's going to want to be consistent with the front. So it's just a matter of finding a compromise, I guess, that's going to be good for road use and good for country road use. You guys have to battle over what's the perfect height to have the car at. just a comparison with the lower control arms. A little bit of play in the old ones, but it won't take long before these ones are the same.
Not much at all.
Yeah. Mind you, even if the wheel's sitting like 10mm further forward with the originals, it's going to make a difference, yeah. It'd be one of the more straightforward jobs, wouldn't it, doing control arms?
Oh yeah.
Like I did the ones on my E61 myself, but that was on the ground, you know, in summer with flies biting my legs, which I couldn't reach.
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
So when you get these, you've got to put your headlight control sensor on there, or control arm, or whatever you want to call it, link. And I did buy one that's supposed to be the one that goes with the xenon lights and the M3 control arms, but it's not right, so we're just going to put the original hopefully back on.
Dance with me.
Torque them up under load. What's the torque on these?
FT. FT.
Hey. The toe is radically off, which we knew was going to be the case anyway. So it's a matter of just sort of guessing the toe, mostly the toe, get it somewhere where it needs to be to get to the alignment centre. So I'll be doing that next once I've kind of got the wheels pointing generally forward. You can see on this one here, it's pointing inwards, and the other side's the same, so get that somewhere where it needs to be, and then see what it's like. Geoff's freeing up. These tie rods are pretty seized up on the thread. Apparently they're known for sort of getting rust in there and being pretty hard to undo, so it's kind of the last part here, and then the covers will go back on and head up to the alignment place. But I'm just got to get these babies undone first.
Dance with me.
Alright, time to go get a wheel alignment. It's going to be interesting driving up the road because the toes out so much, but it's not too far away.
Dance with me.
So we're going to take the wheel spaces off the front because the cast has changed quite a lot, and the wheels are really close to actually touching the wheel arch liner. It's not, obviously it hasn't had its alignment yet, but there's not that much adjustment that it's going to fix that. So we're going to take the wheel spaces off and see how that is, because the wheels actually sit quite a lot further out and forward. Yeah, because this is not supposed to happen with the cast has changed quite a lot, so the wheel's sitting like visibly further forward, and the thrust arms are supposed to correct that, even though we haven't had the wheel alignment done yet. But we're going to try raising it a bit because I've got adjustable coilovers, so you can see how far forward that wheel's sitting. So we'll see if raising it a bit just gives a little bit more space in front of the wheel, and that's the only option I've got for now. So yeah, raising the ride height's made a little bit of a difference. The wheel tyre on full lock is just touching the wheel arch liner, which only time really, if you think about it, you're on full lock is in a car park, or you're not on full lock when you're just driving around a corner. So by the time I get the alignment done, I'm hoping that the caster is going. You can't adjust the caster, but it's possible that the camber and toe might have a positive, hopefully, effect on the caster. So we'll see. Okay, so yeah, that's made quite a big difference. I think. So yeah, on to the wheel alignment. Right, so we're down here at Advantage Tyre Solutions, which is where I get all my Michelin tyres from. I did go to another tyre shop, but they were flat out, they were the closest one to Mount Motorworks, where I had the control arms changed. But this is where I always come. These guys are good, they've always looked after me. I've had about 3 or 4 sets of Michelin tyres, PS5 now, and they're going to hopefully sort out the alignment. So a little bit of a challenge for them, but something a bit different than the usual. So I'm sure they're up for it. So the computer's not liking. The computer doesn't like the height that the car's sitting at, and the computer doesn't like anything apparently. So just getting, I guess, things manually changed because it's car's so far off spec. But yeah, I guess that's quite a common thing these days, that not every car you see on the road is spec. So it's just a little bit of figuring out. Okay, so the alignment's done. Feels okay. Definitely more response in the steering. This is just driving through sort of semi-urban expressway, avoiding potholes. I'm still getting a little bit of rubbing on the front of the wheel on the wheel arch liner, just going around tight corners really. But I've got 15mm wheel spacers on at the moment, and I'll probably, because it puts the wheels further out anyway, I probably could either get rid of those altogether if it looks okay, or I've got 10mm wheel spacers, so I might just start off reducing the 15mm wheel spacers down to the 10mm, and if that eliminates that rubbing completely, then should be sweet. Thanks for watching. Video is a little bit different than my other ones. I haven't done that many mods to this car, and this is kind of quite an extreme one because it's changing I guess the behaviour of the car quite a lot, and I'm not really going to know what that behaviour is until I do some proper driving. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos and hit a like button and subscribe. There'll be more videos coming up along the way, and we'll see you in the next one.